Hey everyone, Brian Ferguson here, sending this out to my individual health insurance clients. Just kind of giving you a little update of what to expect for 2025. And we're in a kind of weird period here in October. You've probably received something from your carrier already saying, "Oh, renew with us. Please sign the paperwork to stay with us. We have great rates and wonderful things about whatever carrier you're with." And they're all doing that right now. It's a weird thing that happens every October. Carriers reach out to you, the individual clients, and say, stay with us. And then you all call me, which I don't blame you for, please call me. But I don't have rates for the carriers. The carriers don't tell brokers like me and the companies that put together the quoting tools until the last day possible by law, which is October 31st. So right now, the carriers are talking to their existing clients saying, stay with us, which psychologically makes it easier if somebody makes the decision to stay. They just never look at competitive rates, and the competitive rates aren't available until November 1st. So they're trying to get you to lock in mentally now. You don't have to lock in. We're even seeing things from Covered California saying, let us know by November 6th to renew for January 1st. You don't have to renew by November 6th. It makes it easier for them to send the paperwork around and do all the communications with the carrier in time so that it's easy. But technically, you have until midnight on December 31st to make up your mind for January 1st. So don't worry about notices you receive from carriers saying, stay with us now or never. It's all false hype to try to get you to stay in place and not change your business to someone else. I will have your rates available on November 1st, and we can look at competitive rates for all of your plans by like November 2nd probably. So I'm going to be in touch with everybody, in early to mid-November. We have until December 31st to make changes for January 1st. Here's what to expect. We're looking at an average rate increase for 2025 of just under 9% in California. I think the number was 8.9%. So call it 9%. Of course, with averages, it's never going to work out that way. There are some plans that are going to go up 13 or 14%. There are some plans that are only going to go up 4 or 5%. But the overall average in California is 9%. But they don't tell us until we can see the rates on November 1st. We don't know what plan is doing what carrier is doing what. The state of California has just announced, hey, we looked at all the rates and the average is this. So I can't tell you literally until I've seen some people's renewals, and so I kind of have an idea, but one plan with one carrier may go up more than another plan, and I won't know the specifics until the first couple days of November. What I will say is for my San Diego-based clients, which I'm in San Diego, so most of my clients are in San Diego, a lot of you use Sharp, and quite a few of you have been with the HealthNet HMO because they've had the best rates available. Excuse me, I said Sharp, I meant Scripps. A lot of you have been with Scripps, and you were with the HealthNet HMO so that you could access Scripps. Blue Shield PPO continues to also utilize Scripps. People like the flexibility of the PPO, but it costs significantly more. Last year, Anthem came back into San Diego, and their HMO also uses Scripps. And I'm always leery about going with a carrier the first year that they're back in a region because Anthem completely left San Diego for several years, and now they're back. And there's frankly just a disaster sometimes, just logistically when you first deal with a carrier that's back into an area, but they've been here in San Diego now for a while. And I do have, I think, 5 clients that said, I hate HealthNet for whatever reason, and this HMO rate with Anthem is really good. So I had 5 clients in 2024 with Anthem, and it all went well for them. It went the way you would expect. So this year, for those of you who are using Scripps, Anthem HMO is a viable alternative. Their rates are really good. Now they're moving back into San Diego, so their rates may be artificially low for a couple of years just to try to get some business back on the books. But if they're locking in their rates year by year and they have a good rate, it might make sense to look at them. And the reason I say that is I've had a lot of clients who've had weird problems with Health Net. Not so much usually with the coverage itself, but like I had one family where they went to the doctor for their child, one of their kids, and the Health Net was just like, no, he's not covered. And it's like, well, he's on the bill every month. We're paying for it. And, it shows up on the card. But when the doctor checked in with Health Net, he wasn't on the coverage. It was just an internal problem. And we fixed it. And then the same thing happened like 4 months later. So, and that's not an isolated incident. We're finding admin issues with Health Net. And if you've experienced something like that with Health Net, I think now finally we have a viable alternative in Anthem that gets you the same network, the same plans, similar pricing, even a hair cheaper. And I have not seen the administrative snafus that I've seen with Health Net. I've seen some billing issues with Health Net as well, and Blue Shield. It's out there, it's insurance, and there's never an issue where everything is correct. It's just a function of how easy is it to fix things. Kaiser remains your best pricing out there, and Kaiser's very polarizing. People either love it or hate it, but it's still going to be, again, I haven't seen the specifics for 2025, but it's still going to be the price leader. And for those of you outside of outside of San Diego area, I have a handful of clients in Orange County and Los Angeles County. Again, Anthem is coming back into some of those areas, so it might be competitive. There are other plans available, Molina and LA Care in Los Angeles. That might make sense for you. They have very small networks, very concentrated in LA and Orange County. That might make sense. But I can't really give you any specifics until the first week of November when I actually have your rates. So if you have questions, if you've had problems with a network, you want to see Dr. Smith, not Dr. Jones, and you can't go there because they're in this group instead of that group, let me know all of that. Send me emails so that I can get in there and be prepared for you in the first couple weeks of November, and we can get you moved to something that works well for you starting January 1st. If everything's going fine, let me know that too. So, because when things are working well, don't mess with it. But this is the time of year when we can make those kind of moves. I appreciate your time. Look forward to talking to you. Again, I'll be in touch, either email or phone or whatever, but please feel free to reach out to me. But just know I don't have specific numbers on your group, on your case until the first couple of days of November. Take care. Talk to you later.